Imagine growing up in a family where love was real, but attention always had a waiting list. The oldest got the pressure, the youngest got the protection, and you got the middle seat. Not forgotten enough for people to call it neglect, not loved loudly enough for you to feel chosen. That is the psychology of the middle child. And the most painful part is this. You probably learned to explain your own loneliness away. You told yourself, they're just busy. She needs more help. He was here first. The baby is still small. It's fine. But it wasn't fine, because every time your needs came second, your brain learned a lesson. Don't need too much. Don't ask too loudly. Don't become another problem in a house already full of problems. So you became easy, the child who could wait, the child who could adjust, the child who could read the room before entering it. And people praised you for it. You're so mature. You're so independent. You never caused trouble, but nobody asked why. Because sometimes independence is not confidence. Sometimes it is what happens when a child stops expecting anyone to come. Middle children often become experts at emotional survival. They notice the tiny changes other people miss. A colder tone, a longer silence, a look between parents, a sibling about to explode. They learn where to stand, when to speak, when to disappear. That is not personality, that is adaptation. And here is where it gets darker. Many middle children grow up feeling like they have to be useful to be loved, funny enough to be noticed, calm enough to be trusted, helpful enough to matter. So they become the peacemaker, the listener, the flexible one, the one who says, it's okay, even when it is not. But deep down, there is a question they carry into adulthood. Would anyone choose me first if I stopped making it easy? That question follows them into friendships, into relationships, into work. They give more than they receive. They wait for invitations. They act like they do not care. But they remember every time someone forgot to check on them. And when someone finally gives them attention, real attention, it feels dangerous. Because a part of them does not trust it. They wonder, how long until I become invisible again? This is why the middle child can look relaxed on the outside and still feel replaceable on the inside. But listen carefully. You are not hard to love. You are easy to miss. There is a difference. You were growing in the space between louder needs. And because nobody noticed your silence, you turned silence into a skill. But you do not have to earn your place anymore. You do not have to be useful to matter. You do not have to be calm to deserve care. You do not have to shrink so everyone else feels comfortable. The middle child wound is not just being ignored. It is learning to belong by becoming convenient. And healing starts when you stop asking, how do I get chosen? And start asking, why did I ever accept being optional? If this hit something you never knew how to explain, subscribe. And tell me in the comments, were you the middle child, or were you just the one who learned to need less?